Just got back from delivering a wedding cake. We have 4 wedding cakes to deliver tomorrow, all due by 1 p.m. It is currently 7:53 p.m. Let's make them. There's a couple different reasons why this is ending up being quite a late night. The best way to sum it up basically is it's a 2-wedding weekend. Because we had a wedding tonight, which went awesome. This is the wedding cake. Oh, it was so fun. They are such a gorgeous couple and just the sweetest. And it was actually gluten-free for them, which is really fun. And because of that, everything has to stay very separate. This cake is a gluten-full cake, so we wanted to make sure everything was safe with these 2 cakes happening at the same time. So every time I would work on one, everything had to be replaced, and because of that, it just added more steps, more time. So worth it, but that was a factor. But the main factor was the fridge space. So we have our fridge that we use for personal use, and then we have the cake fridge. And within the cake fridge, we keep the cakes, all the ingredients, all that kind of thing. This cake is a brownie cake with our magic whipped cream, and then we're adding salted caramel to it. Yum! So the first wedding cake this weekend was that 2-tier cake. It was lemon raspberry on the bottom and chocolate raspberry on top. And then for the wedding cakes we're currently working on and for tomorrow, they're doing a cutting cake for just them, and then they're having 3 sheet cakes to serve to their guests. These sheet cakes can take up quite a bit more room in the fridge, plus we didn't want anything to be exposed with the gluten-free cake. So I couldn't work on these cakes until we had the fridge space available. That's why we're getting a much later start, because usually wedding cakes, but most orders have a 3-day process. The first day we bake everything and we make all the fillings, and then the next day we assemble and decorate everything, and then the next day we deliver. That way everything's spaced out and we have enough time to make everything as best it possibly can. In the pursuit of making these the best they possibly can, this has become our situation. But we are no strangers to late nights over here. They're often super fun. Plus, I've been reading a really good book. The first book was good. It was kind of a slog to get through, but like the last 1/4 of it was like, oh my gosh, the second book is gonna be so good because we're gonna have a really fun found family, and the stakes are really good, but not too stressful. And the second book I can say was really good because I just finished it last night, and I'm excited because I have the 3rd book ready to listen to for tonight. The second sheet cake, I actually had space to assemble it the day before, so that is what I did. It is a lemon cake with our magic whipped cream and raspberry filling, so it's a lemon raspberry cake. So yummy. This one got a crumb coat after all the layers were assembled, and then I got it all wrapped up to prevent any cross-contamination. Want to make sure our gluten-free bride is safe while keeping all the tasks going in the kitchen. And then I sliced up a bunch of strawberries for our next flavor. We need lots of fresh strawberries for this, and this chopper is a lifesaver for this task. And the final flavor is vanilla cake with Nutella whipped cream and fresh strawberries. It's moments like that that you know Heavenly Father's looking out for you. Each layer gets a layer of vanilla cake, extraordinary delicious Nutella whipped cream, and lots of fresh strawberries. So this flavor wasn't one I originally came up with. Honestly, it was a special request from a mother of the bride. So the bride didn't live in the state she was getting married in, so her mom was planning most of the wedding for them. So the mom reaches out to me and she's like, okay, this is the wedding date. Are you available? We're looking for this style of cake. It was a naked cake with florals on it. are you available? And I was like, yes, I'd absolutely love to make this happen. I'd love to set up a wedding cake tasting for the couple. When is a good time for you guys? And she explained the situation to me, and I was like, oh, you're amazing. We can book it over the phone if that's easier. She's just like, great. Since they can't come and try it, we're wondering if you would do a special flavor for us based off of what they love. Absolutely, we specialize in making cake dreams come true. I'd love to. And so she was like, they love fresh strawberries with Nutella, and they want it a little lighter, so maybe a whipped cream and vanilla cake. And I'm like, you know what? Let's make it happen. And thus, the vanilla cake with Nutella, whipped cream, and fresh strawberries was born. And from that moment, it has become, I think, our third most popular flavor, especially for wedding cakes, which is super fun. This cake also got a crumb coat with that Nutella whipped cream. We pop it in the fridge, and then at this point it was a little after midnight, and so I needed a little pick-me-up. A dance party is my favorite way to boost the energy. With these long nights, I often have a strategy. I'll go in starting with a podcast or an audiobook because I love getting stuck into those stories and just really enjoying that time to listen to what I want to listen to while working on my favorite things, which is cake. And then when I need that pick-me-up, that boost, I'll put on my favorite playlist. So all of these cakes, after they got a crumb coat, got a final coat of buttercream. And when frosting these rectangular or cakes with sharp edges, it's really important to remember you can't go in a fluid motion to smooth out the edges. It's really this back and forth motion. I'll do a whole tutorial on it because I get a lot of questions every time I show a cake with sharp edges. So make sure you're following so you don't miss that. Once the cakes were chilled, I created a grid using my ruler and a cake scraper just to help me with the design and to give an idea of what the portions can be on a cake like this. And then I piped over those demarcation lines and then gave everything a border. This is really fun because I'm going to be garnishing the top in those little squares with flavor elements so that you know what's inside. Right now I had to use like sticky notes, I think, in my fridge to keep all these cakes straight at this point because they all looked the same. But in the morning I'm going to add those fresh garnishes to finish them off. While I allowed my buttercream to chill again for the piping, I added the finishing touches on their little cutting cake with the painting of the just married along with the drop lines and little dots on the side. Oh, I'm so excited with how it's coming together. Ooh, but my oh my, at this point I think it was around 3 a.m. and I had let my buttercream chill a little bit too much, so it wasn't as pipeable. I had to warm it up a little bit and I was feeling the tiredness at this point, but I knew all I had to do was add the buttercream borders to the sheet cakes and I think add a little bit more piping to the cutting cake. And so I was like, we got this, but I was definitely feeling it, as you can probably tell by these videos. I was also trying to have some grace with myself because I had a full day before, including delivering a wedding cake, which is a lot of, I wouldn't say stress, but it is definitely something I try to be very intentional about because it is someone's special day, and my job is to make sure my portion of their day goes really smoothly so they can have a sweet treat to celebrate. I am so happy with how their little cutting cake came together, and then I scrubbed the kitchen top to bottom, cleaned everything up. We did it! Yay! It is 3:27. Yay! Nailed it. The only thing I'll have to do tomorrow is just garnish the top of the sheet cakes with the fresh garnishes and box them up and deliver them. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I love you so much and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for the cake delivery. Yay! Delivery went fantastic. I loved the bride had these note cards with the description of the flavors. I think that's so helpful for guests. Now, thank you so much for baking with me through this late night. It has been so much fun, a true joy. Make sure you're following along so you don't miss any future baking adventures. I can't wait to see you in the next one. I love you so very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.